Hi, welcome to another edition of SOHO Today. I'm your host, Mary Joan, and thanks for watching again. Today we're going to be talking about business communications. What exactly are they and why are they important to you, our small business owners and entrepreneurs? We have a terrific guest with us, and Dawne Simmons from WordStorm Communications has been with us before. Thanks for joining us, Dawne.
Thanks for having me, Mary Joan.
Now, Dawne has been in the business of business communications for her entire career. She has a background as a speechwriter, an annual report writer, all types of written and verbal communications. She's produced these for companies like Ameritech, National PTA, Chicago Urban League.
Yep.
So my first question to you really, Dawne, is can you kind of define what business communications are?
Business communications is the lifeblood of an organization. Whether you're a major corporation or a small office, home office kind of business, it's your lifeblood. It brings value to your company. If you don't communicate, how do you talk to your customers or your clients? How do you talk to your partners, your peers, your colleagues? How do you talk to your investors? How do you talk to your employees? It's the lifeblood. And even if you don't have a partner, even if you're a small home office, you do have a partner. It's called the IRS. The IRS.
You really need to consider them all as business communications. So whether I'm writing an email to a prospect or talking to a vendor or putting together a proposal or even how I communicate with the tax man.
Exactly. And what has happened is, don't forget social media. Yeah. Don't forget face-to-face communications, presentations, meetings, how you talk to your community, your neighbors. I want to be very clear. Communications is not just the business owner or the company talking out. It's got to be interactive. It's got to be two-way, three-way, four-way, so that you know what's going on as well as getting your own message out.
How you present yourself and gather those thoughts and actually verbalize them or put them down in the space, whether it's Facebook or Twitter, is a really big part of that. What would you say would be the most important thing to consider in your business communications?
Now, because I'm a writer, you may think I'm going to talk about writing.
Yeah.
That's not the case. The most important thing to consider is, what do you want your target, your audience, your reader, whoever you're communicating, what do you want them to do, think, react, behave as a result? Why are you talking to them? That's the most important thing. It's not about you, the business owner. It's really about your audience and how they will take the message, how will they interact with it, how will they react to it. Communications has the power to build trust, to persuade, inspire, inform, motivate, a lot of things. And so you really have to think, put yourself in the person that you're talking to, put yourself in their shoes and say, what's in it for me?
To me, that's the classic message. The classic marketing message is that it's not about me, it's about you. What can I give you? What do you want from me? And
why should I care?
Yeah.
Why should I care that you're talking to me? Especially today with information overload. Direct mail, junk mail.
Yeah.
How long does it take for you to decide, I'm going to open this envelope or I'm going to toss it? Seconds.
Like that, right?
Nanoseconds.
Yeah.
So we're being overloaded.
Another piece of the business communications, from my point of view, in addition just to the marketing and the message, is, there's a consistency to what you're telling people. I mean, there ought to be anyway.
Has to be.
Your values, your mission.
Who you are, it's part of your brand. It's got to be consistent across all channels. I don't care if you're talking to your employees, I don't care if you're talking to your suppliers, your partners, your vendors, your suppliers, your investors, your banker. There's got to be a consistency of message.
We're going to take a quick break. Don't go away. You're watching SOHO Today. Welcome back to SOHO Today. We are here with Dawne Simmons from WordStorm Communications. We're talking about business communications, and Dawne's background in this is basically her entire career. She's worked as a speechwriter and a business communications writer at some of the largest corporations in the U.S., and now her own company, WordStorm, for the last 10 years. And you can find out more about her, a link off of our site, or you can go to her site directly, which is wordstormcom.com. What might be the biggest mistake that people are making when they're starting to put together their business communications?
When they're starting to put it together, there's several big mistakes. One is to be unclear about why they're doing it. And we talked about that before the break. You've got to be really clear. The second biggest mistake is to actually be boring.
Okay.
We're in an entertainment kind of issue, and you can buy entertainment. But the third thing is to get hung up on the tools. Get hung up on grammar and graphics. You can buy that. That's what I do. But what you really, really need to be focused on is the clarity of your message, so that you're not boring, so that you can take care of the grammar, the graphics. You want your competitors to know there's a new kid on the block.
Right.
And sharpen up your tools because I'm coming after your business. And you have to be very clear that that's what you want.
So how do I get prepared to start writing my business communications?
You got to have a plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. You have to have a communications plan. Your communications plan at the very top talks about what your goal, what your objective is. What do you want to happen? Do you want to inspire, inform, move to action? All of those other things we talked about. What channels will you use? Are you going to use social media? Are you going to use print? Are you going to use face-to-face? Are you going to use broadcast? All of those different channels have different cost points to them too. But all of them have a place in any mix. So as you're sitting down thinking about all of this, you've got to have, even if you're a plumber, you're an electrician, you're doing something business to business, B2B, you've got to have some idea of what you want before you hire anybody.
Good advice. We want to thank Dawne for being with us. Again, she's with WordStorm Communications, and you can find her at wordstormcom.com, and also a link off of our website. And we'd like you to keep watching the show. You know, we are free on the internet, sohotoday.net, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. All of our shows are available at any time. And also, we're interested in hearing from you. Email us at info@sohotoday.net with any questions, topics, and suggestions for guests, because we want to hear from you, your area of expertise. You never know, you could find yourself on the web.